Hello Libra! Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. Website on the back of the book here. That gray box at the bottom with Chris Ann's picture. Chris-Ann with an E.com or themusetarot.com. Feel free to check out whatever you would like if you're interested. Supportive oracle cards are Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle Cards by Colette Baron Reed. Website for Colette at the bottom of that first paragraph with her picture next to it is ColetteBaronReed.com. There's a couple more at the bottom. Feel free to freeze frame and check out whatever you're interested in if you want to. Also, this was interesting about the illustrator Jenna, so I figured I'd add this in. If you want to freeze frame and read through that, feel free to enjoy yourself. Of course, there's a few websites at the bottom here too. Okay, whew. What do we have for Libra? Libra. I'm getting this feeling like, you know, when you watch some of those older movies and there's the big cathedral or the big stadium and they're like announcing a winner come into the stadium. I kind of feel like that's going on right here, which is interesting. They're announcing a winner. I keep feeling like they're announcing a winner, which is not bad, right? Gemini doesn't mind, not Gemini, I just did Gemini. Libra doesn't mind that recognition, do you guys? Now I'm curious why I said Gemini. How does that energy add into this, just out of curiosity? Ten of Cups and the Seven of Major Arcana, which is the Chariot reversed. So, you might have an ally. This kind of happened with the Taurus reading too, I'm noticing. It wasn't Gemini that they were linking up to, but somebody else. But you might have an ally that has similar connection, a very intellectual ally. When I'm feeling this, I'm thinking you have an intellectual ally that might marry into this. Might be somebody who can help you out. But if it is like, because they're giving the Gemini energy with yours, Libra, your Libra, I would say this is something that you would have more control over. And the ally that you're connecting to would kind of follow your lead, just to be fair. You were definitely in your power here, though. The winner has entered the building. Libra is here. Is it random or is it not random? That other person, that other ally, might be kind of triggering this. Just to be fair. Yeah, I think so. They're bored. They're bored and they want something to switch up. You got the Magician and the Four of Cups reversed. Like somebody's changing something up. A random moment is coming in. It could be from somebody. It doesn't have to be a Gemini that's helping you. I know I said that, but it could be something random like that or somebody who's intellectual like that. Geminis are very intellectual. Usually Libras, which is you, understands them a lot more than most people would. So it could be something like that. Geminis also tend to, you know, change things up when they get bored. They tend to get bored very easily. Not always, but tend to. This person is definitely somebody who very much enjoys you. They feel like you respect them, by the way. Which I think is why we're marrying in the other energy. I want to get over it, but I feel like there's something a little more I have to add in with that. Whoever the ally is, maybe not everybody respects them or treats them fairly, but you do. For that reason, you get a lot of benefit from them. If they can show that appreciation back towards you, they will do so. So be aware of that. It's how you honor this person that makes them bond with you so strongly. Because I'm getting this as things are changing. The opportunity is coming forward towards you. And I do get that we have to move on from something onto something else. That eclipse up in the sky, I think that's supposed to be an eclipse. I love it. It's saying that there's a change going on here. It may frighten other people, but I feel like this is something you can make the most of. And somebody here, because of this allyship, is that even? Anyway, because of that, it's angling you in this arena to win. It's giving you that leg up. It's giving you that advantage. That advantage that is really necessary for this situation to work out for the best. So it's kind of like, it starts out as an advantage for you, but because of the way you form it due to that advantage, it becomes an advantage for other people later. Let's keep that in mind. Because I don't think this is anything. I think this is like very fair for it to happen this way, but it almost feels like, oh, it's stacked in my favor. That almost seems unfair to start. You'll balance it out later. Libra always does. Yeah, the change is coming in. There's also another one here. Ironically, is this a 3-in-1? The star card here talks about Aquarius energy. That's the third air sign. So you're an air sign, Gemini's an air sign, and so is an Aquarius. You got a lot going on here. You got a lot of smart people backing you up. This doesn't have to be an Aquarius, by the way. But this is somebody who's very intellectual, a different person, but this person moves things forward to the way they want them to go. Yet again, I'm getting another person who is very much on your side because they feel like you honor them. You respect where they want to go. You respect their wishes and the way they communicate. You also see through how they communicate. This person could be, this person, I do see them as an ally for you as well. But there's somebody who can be a little bit more spicy with their conversation. They can make things a little bit more hot, but they can take things that are very hot and make them very cool if they want to. Things can be very comfortable or very uncomfortable based on what they want. And you are very compatible with this energy because I feel like they respect that you're not one to really like conflict in the sense of like angry conflict. So they kind of like steer that away or take that from you, and they take that over for you when they need to. This is a very good energy as well. You got a lot of companionships coming in here. Something has got stagnant. This energy also feels like it's been kind of dormant for too long. They don't like this energy of things being dormant. So when that other energy, like there's 3 of you. It feels like there's 3 of you. You got 2 different allies. One that's kind of more passive but kind of changing things up unexpectedly. The other one that's more active and going along with it, kind of like, well, now that it's changing, yeah, it's going to change. And they're pushing it even farther. Now that it's starting to go off the table, I'm going to make sure it goes off the table because they don't like the stagnant energy. You're kind of in the middle again, also having the advantage connection with this person. It's a lot happening all at once. I feel like you can flow with it. You're trying to make sure that nothing of value is lost. And I'm getting like you're communicating very well, kind of like, all right, listen, I know you want to push that off the table, but can I at least have it? Like, I'll take it off the table, but I don't think it has to hit the floor that way. It's kind of like if the one ally is kind of more passive usually, but angling things so they're going to roll off the table. Then you got the other active ally kind of trying to push it to make sure it goes off the table. You're the one going, okay, all right, we're going to get it off the table, but it doesn't have to hit the floor. So like, give me it. I'm going to go take it somewhere else. I'm going to go put it in the fridge. I'm going to keep it and use it for my advantage. It's off the table, so y'all kind of calm down. But I don't think it has to like fall onto the floor. Just let me take it. Your energy is kind of like, instead of that falling on the floor, I'm going to salvage this. So you're kind of making sure that like, yeah, okay, it's off the table, but it doesn't have to break. You're making sure it's like being salvaged for what it is. It's happening really fast, but I feel like this is still working to your advantage. Nobody seems to have a problem with you taking the item off the table and saving it somewhere else. They don't seem to be bothered with it. The whole thing was they wanted it off the table. You're like, all right, it's off the table. I'm putting it somewhere where I can utilize it later if I so choose, though, so it's not destroyed. That's your element here. Whew. You have to like weave in and out with these 2 people. It's like I feel like I have all 3 air signs in one reading. I really do. But you're the main one. This is the Libra reading, but like you are really doing a dance here. Like this is popping up over here, and I'm like, yeah, it totally is a dance. It totally is a dance. You're dancing around with this energy. You're stabilizing it. You have to like pay attention to what's going on. You have to listen between the lines. Yeah, this isn't hard for you. This might be more second nature for you. I feel for people who aren't as adept to reading how people are actually moving through a situation, because Libra doesn't just communicate verbally. You watch how people move, the way they're saying something, how they're saying something, who they're saying it to, when they move forward. Like you're seeing all the different layers of how this communication is working in. So this isn't really hard for you is what I'm getting. Other people I feel like are baffled about what's actually going on. Not you. You're also going to see other changes coming in. This situation can't stay in a state of flux, and I don't think you're expecting it to, nor do you want to. So once it's out of flux, once they stop messing with the table, once these two people stop messing with the table, other people around you aren't going to realize that the table's going to stop moving. You're going to know when the table is going to stop moving. Does that help? Because I see the Two of Pentacles coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. Because it's kind of like you got these two people shaking the table left and right, blah, 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 blah. While the table is in flux, you're moving that table where you want it to be, and you're angling it how you want to. So if it's like an oblong table, you're moving it to a different part of the room or maybe a different room, and you're making sure you're situating it so that people can sit where you want them to sit. That seems to be where this is also going. It's not just about the change. It's also about where things end up after the change is over, and you're aligning yourself to have success with this. There's going to be a moment here where people are going to be very cranky that the table was wobbly and crazy to begin with. I'm going to show these cards. Ringmaster of Scrutiny, and then the, what is this, the Diamond Dreamer. A lot of benefit coming out of this situation, but a lot of like people being cranky about it. It was what I'm also getting. When the table stops bouncing all over the place and it stabilizes again, there's going to be a lot of people that are cranky. They're just going to be flat out cranky. That's just the best way I can put it. Plan for that. And I would remove these other two people from the conversation if you can. Is that right? Three of Cups reversed. Yeah, take them out of it. And then the Seven of Major Arcana, which is the Chariot. Remove those people from this as much as you can. Try to be the person in control of it. You already know what happened. You can answer the questions. If you can get these other two allies away from the situation after it's stabilized and keep the other people from trying to stop hunting them down, and you could be that person that just handles it all right there. Like if you could just handle the cranky people and keep them away from these other two, and vice versa, I feel like this could be a lot more smoother. I don't feel people being mean to you, by the way. So that might be advantage here that maybe you may not be seeing. Because they're cranky and difficult to deal with already, I don't think they're going to be nasty to you. They just want answers. And if you can become that liaison, getting the answers, or just kind of keep these factions apart, the cranky people versus the people who are shaking the table, if you can keep them apart, I don't see anybody attacking you directly, but they might go after each other. So if we can keep them apart and you can deal with them separately, I feel like this will be very smooth, and I feel like you can make this just a lot more copacetic. People will also start looking to you for answers more. It will put you in a position of power. Even if you technically don't have the title, you will be in this position of power either way. Keep that in mind. I feel like this can be very advantageous, and it can help you move things more in the circular motion you're looking for going down the line. I feel like for a lot of you, if this comes forward the way it does feel like it's going to, you could have a lot of benefits going forward. This might be what you're looking for. So hopefully there was enough information in there to help you position yourself in a place to bring you that success. This is definitely a Libra reading, because the other energies I was picking up on, one of them isn't interested in having this mediator energy. The other one really, they don't have that mediator style, even though they're both intelligent people. Libra is really the great mediator, in my opinion. So this is something for Libra, just in case at the end of here you need that little tie-in. All right, I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.